A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Stone Television. Today is a very special day for me in the presence of a celebrity. We're talking about Rory Pike, formerly of Trenchtown, Jamaica, now residing in the United States, somewhere in Atlanta, Georgia. Today we're going to be talking about a special project that he has been working on for the last couple of years. Stand in Love for the Land We Love. As you know, Jamaica is torn, a bitter country. Self-annihilation of a race of people is prevalent. So with this project, Stand in Love for the Land We Love, with multi-talented artists comprising of the album, we can indeed make a dent in this huge wall of destruction. Today, my guest is none other than Rory Pike, popularly known worldwide as Mr. Pike.
Yes, big man.
Enough love with you.
Respect for the intro, man.
Yeah, you're in Jamaica, Rasta.
Oh, man, my place, man.
I'm telling you.
My place, man.
You come here all the time, man. It's like...
Yeah, it's very important to me, because just to feel that energy.
Yeah.
And just to be amongst, that's my people, man. The beach, the vibe, the atmosphere. Link up with my mentor, Big Stone. So my deal, it's always a pleasure, you know? Yeah, man.
But Mr. Pike, to be honest with you, right, what you have embarked on for the last couple of years.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people who have had the opportunity to migrate to the land of the United States never generally look back. They call it actually throwing stones behind them.
Right.
What makes you love this country so much that you come here ever so often and then you want to give back to this country?
I think the first and foremost thing in my reply to a question like that, if I'm to be extremely honest, is my humble beginnings. So what I'm saying, just knowing where I came from, how tough it was, even though maybe at the time it may not have seemed that way, because it's just everyday life.
Normal to you at that time.
It was normal to be in the ghetto, just watching the happenings of the concrete jungle.
Yeah.
You know, watching, just experiencing growing up in what we call a tenement yard. So
with the standpipe out the front there. Everybody meet up on a Sunday morning.
The struggles of trying to make ends meet, but again, didn't really realize what my grandma was doing at the time, who was one of my biggest influences, working 2-3 jobs, you know, just to make sure me and my uncles at the time, you know, were good, you know, taken care of.
So you can honestly say you ate regularly, unlike some folks who don't know where
I mean, even though it wasn't a lot or it wasn't the fancy foods, you know,
but it was there.
We never went to bed hungry.
Wow.
So my deal, but it was tough. It was tough.
Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people cannot say that. I mean, they would say the opposite, because most of these inner city communities are mostly single parent. And to have his grandmother in the house, which was a rarity, and it's still a rarity today, hence the gap between one generation to another.
Yeah.
What was your experience to beginning to see that, hey, something is wrong here? I am from here, but some of the things that I'm seeing, you know, what went through your mind and what was your experience? Tell us.
My one of my biggest turning points, to be honest with you, that's what I would consider it, is years ago, I think it was right after I graduated high school. I went to Jamaica College, and prior to that, I got John Mills All-Age School, so I must say, and walking from Greenwich Road, where I lived in the concrete jungle, to John Mills, on a good maybe, I don't know, 2-3 miles, but again, walking back and forth, whatever, no big deal. Past what we call the CXC at the time, the common entrance.
Which was a big deal, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And went to Jamaica College. Once that transition occurred, that's when my aunties decided that okay, let's move him from the ghetto. You know, I went to live with them uptown. You know, my mom at the time, when she was extremely young.
Yes.
You know, she was, you know, facing and trying to maneuver her own life at the time. So thankfully she had a good support system. So what deal with? Grandma and my auntie them and all them thing there. So when I left jungle, you always visit, come back, whatever. And one time in particular, I was walking through, again, the streets that I grew up on. Even though I didn't live there anymore at the time, but I've always frequently visited, and I was held up at gunpoint. So my deal was held up at gunpoint. I'm walking one way, a man I ride him bicycle come this way. As we passed each other's paths, me hear somebody say, yo, come here. I'm turning and I look upon him, I'm just kiss my teeth and go and walk. And him say, yo, I say, come here. And when him say that again, I'm turning and again, him show me a gun upon him waist.
Wow.
So my deal it. And at the time I was wearing a nice necklace. I remember in particular 3 rings, 2 gold and 1 silver, I guess. But it was my birthstone, my graduation ring from high school, and then like a costume type ring. You see me? And him say, yo, take off them things and give me.
Wow.
I'm just a big man, I don't get where I'm coming from, you know. He didn't care.
Yeah.
And as I'm taking them off, when they come to me, Jamaica College, high school, graduation ring.
Which means a lot to
A lot to me, man. Proud, you see me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I'm a graduation ring, this is no virgin.
Even if you get a replica, it's not the same.
Come on, man. And him say, yo, he didn't care. Took it off, whatever, gave it to him. And to this day, looking back at that moment in time, I wasn't even scared. It may have been me being naive, not understanding the moment that at any time this man can just shoot me and take it.
Squeeze it. That's all it takes is to squeeze that trigger.
Especially when I was still being compliant, but at the same time reluctantly compliant. Because I'm still saying, yo, I'm a graduation ring, you see me?
Yeah.
And as he rode off with my jewelry, I'm thinking to myself, hey, yo, and I'm from here.
Yeah.
I'm from here. And that was a disappointing experience. Yeah, man, like, why?
But let me ask a question, and this come to my mind.
Yeah.
You was on familiar grounds. So how did you feel to know that this is where I'm from? I grew up here, I went to school and come back home. I do everything here. And to see that is a serious crime.
Yeah, man.
That's not just robbery. That is armed robbery.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that carry a heavy penalty.
Right.
You could have carried death in regards that you reluctantly, and
Right.
and it takes a heavy penalty for him if he gets caught.
Right.
You later found out that he was a notorious wanted man.
Because after the incident, I mentioned it to my friend that I was actually going to visit at the time. And based on the description I gave him, they knew who it was.
Exactly who it was.
Yeah, man. I think it was I think later I came to find out that it was at the time one of the most wanted men, bad man in Jamaica at the time. I think the name Stella or something like that. Stella.
Wow.
And I think at the time they may have asked him for the jewelry. Them say, nah, give back.
Okay.
You see me?
That's how bad he was. You know,
I mean,
a bad man thing, man, I'm going on,
right.
You know.
And I think, I don't remember if I was actually home in Portmore or someone may have mentioned it to me, but I think a couple of weeks later, he met his demise. You know, police take him life and whatever. You see me? So I just saw the thing go, but
so we give thanks.
Again, that incident, like I said before, just that thought that you could be walking in what's supposed to be a familiar place, common ground, and you could have met that fate. And unfortunately, over the years, I've seen, because at the time, me a young teenager, and he was a big man. But now, Big Stone, it's like, the gunman them a get younger and younger.
Yeah.
So
And more daring and daring.
yeah, more. Yeah,
Artists
just
and
it's crazy, man. So for me personally, I truly believe that my musical gift is, as such, it's a gift, and I think my gift is to make music that makes a difference.
Yeah, to make changes.
Yeah, positive changes, and for me, it's not just the musical aspect; it's the actions as well. I enjoy giving back in whatever way I can.
Yeah.
And I know that music will never die. So even when me in there, the music will live on, and you see me? So that's my take.
But I'm saying now then that even earlier when we had dinner over by Blacker and Denise Seafood Restaurant in Elsha,
right.
we had a conversation and it reached to the point where I told you that we can use a toothpick and bring down the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, you did say that.
With the type of songs that you have written, and not just for yourself but for great people.
Right.
And we're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen, and when we come back, we're going to be talking to Rory Pike, aka Mr. Pike, on Brighter Days, the album that really propelled him into this great man that he has become, because there are a lot of great artists that he has written for that have sung his song. So don't touch it down.
Yeah.
Big Stone and Mr. Pike. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to Big Stone Television. As you know, I'm here with my very special guest, Mr. Pike. Mr. Pike is a singer-songwriter, humanitarian, philanthropist, an all-around good human being with a great heart. Thinking about what has been happening to his familiar ground of Trenchtown, Kingston, Jamaica, and just Jamaica in general, he came up with an idea to use music as the weapon. Because you know, music, as Bob Marley puts it, when it hits you, you feel no pain. And hence the fantastic album of Brighter Days. Brighter Days.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this project, man. Sound very interesting.
Yeah, man, the Brighter Days project came up about 2 to 3 years ago. As a matter of fact, maybe about 4 years ago, it was actually I was contacted by Chamba from Silverbirds Records.
Yeah.
And he had asked me, based on one song in particular of mine that he heard through my former high school friend, who happens to be the brother of the boss, the owner of Silverbirds Records. And song named Cries for Kingston.
Okay.
And Shamba told me that he definitely loved and appreciated the message in that song. And he mentioned that Tommy Lee, because I work with Tommy Lee, them Turbulence, them on them Monday. He said Tommy Lee did come up with an idea to write a We Are the World type song.
Oh.
For that just features Jamaican artists. And him say he want to be like a peace song, and I think at the time, I don't know if him or who, you know the feuds in a dancehall go. I'm not sure if it was him and Alkaline or whosoever was at it during the time, and him say, yo, even you try to get imp on it. So man say, just to show that unification factor within the dancehall space. So I say, I'm down, I'm good. Let's do it. So him set me like the beats that they had started at the time. And I listened to it, I forgot what I heard in it, and it gave me the idea. And I link him forward, and call me produce as well. So it was kind of a half a beat him sent me. So I say, yo, if you don't mind, let me and my production team work on this, and we can really bring it to life. And we did that. He had a few artists in mind on the hit list. I had a few. My first was Bounty Killer.
Wow.
You see me? As far as who I would like to write for, because Bounty are my dancehall hero.
Yeah.
So my dealing. So Bounty Killer, wherever you're at, bless up, you know.
Mr. Kingston, you know I have special love for you.
Yeah, man. So so I sat, based on the artist, for example, Egyptian. You know, Egyptian is on it. Some of the artists that I wasn't as familiar with, as far as know them, but I don't really listen to the music like that. I went back, did my homework, listened to the music, listened to the lyrics, etc. And I just wrote their verses tailor-made for them.
For them, wow.
You see me?
Very
so Egyptian,
difficult
for
to
example,
do.
not for me.
No, not for you, but
Right.
I mean for the average person. To
That's
you
fair.
listen to a particular style and
That's
then to
fair.
write for it,
Right.
that's the sheer genius.
And demoed it as well. I demoed each when we access
Each
in a
delivery.
bounty.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
do the bounty vibe and rare. Yeah, man, it was nice, man. But just for as example, like I was saying, Egyptian have a tune named Serious. These are some serious
Serious times.
times.
Yeah, that was what busted.
So I start our theme first. These are some serious times. Please put all the weapons down.
Okay.
Mankind is so unkind. The cycle goes round and round. See what I'm dealing?
Yeah.
So, and then with Tommy Lee, like I've had conversations with Tommy Lee. I've met him in person. And what I knew, and this is why you can't really judge an individual based on their public persona, especially as an artist. So, you know, Tommy Lee, dark, this demon, this and ray.
Sparta, you know.
Right. So I meet him, super intelligent.
Yeah.
So my dealing.
Yeah.
So my take for his verse was to show people a different side of him.
Okay.
Especially him being the brainchild behind the idea to make such a song as far as for uniting the dancehall members in the space. You see me? So with his verse, I want people to go back and listen to Brighter Days, and then you'll get a better idea of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, a matter of fact, since we're on Brighter Days, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the scene and see what Brighter Days is all about. So let's take a listen and a watch. Watch this.
Yeah, man.
I see them swines. Mankind, hacking so unkind. Almighty all time.
Well, I'm dreaming of a new tomorrow. Hope that history can change its course. Because the path that we chose to follow is filled with darkness, such an evil force.
Now I'm so scared about the future. Man, this road is such a slippery slope. All we need is more peace recruiters, 'cause only love can bring us home.
These are some serious times. Please put all your weapons down. Mankind is so unkind. The cycle goes round and round. Yeah. Well, like Amelia telling me said this is not a game. A lot of things we do, me just do it to entertain. But there's a time to die and there's a time to live again. Now it's time to live and spend, live and make it rain. The wrongs we do can't be undone. So let's stand together, one for God and all for one. I know we can overcome. What we need to do is pray.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm impressed and I know you are. But let me ask you, to get all them big artists, the brethren,
Right.
we in Jamaica, as the older folks said, that would cost a double loan a joint. A Bounty Killer, Egyptian,
Right.
a Tommy Lee, a Turbulence. Come on. How
Well-
did you get this done without...
Well, let me say this. Just like any good team, different members play different roles.
Right.
So my job was basically to bring the idea to life. Writing it, penciling it, demoing it, send the finished product, my finished product to Shamba, to the producer, and say, yo, make sure them hear it and whatever.
Okay.
So the legwork to get the artists, that was mainly on Shamba.
Pick up Shamba.
So my dealing, that was Shamba. And
Great work.
overall, it took 2 years
Wow.
to get
Everything together.
to get that project to its conclusion.
Wow.
So my dealing.
But
So-
nothing easy comes overnight in a
Real. So
hard
15
work.
artists, and it's only 3 of them that end up. Because what we did, we write the song, we do like 4 bars for each member. So my dealing. So from Bunt, I think at this time I heard, I'm not sure how true it was, but maybe it's a Bunty want like a next 4 bar as well. Yeah, so 15 artists. You see me?
So the
And-
idea was for 15 artists? Oh,
well,
that's what
that's
sounded.
how it kind of. So it's three 16 bar verses. So the idea original was for 12. But then like DJ Liquid and I think I forgot the next artist end up splitting a 1 verse and only for splitting up did go on. But Mr Bunty at the time, again I'm not sure how true it was, but Mr Bunty did want to do like 8 bars instead of 4. You see me? But and I think only 3, I think Javelani, Kip Rich and Anthony B ended up writing their own.
Okay.
You see me?
Okay.
So Marley that verse for Buju.
Wow.
You know, cause I'm a them say you have to think big, you know.
Oh, of course.
So Marley that aim for the skies, they might end up on the clouds.
Yeah.
So I say, me write a verse for Al Assassin.
Yeah.
So I say, Lady Saw,
Yeah.
some great verses.
So the whole idea then, because I think that's what also brought the artist into it. The project itself, what it means to you, what it would mean for them,
Right.
for having a better Jamaica
Right.
through brighter days.
Yeah,
I
man.
think it was an honor.
That was
honor on their part.
and that was the impressive part to me, how many artists wanted to be a part of the project because of what it meant. You see me?
We Are the World got people like
Come on, man.
Bruce Springsteen
The
and
biggest of the biggest one.
you know, you name
You see me?
it.
So to have
Tina
a man
Turner.
like Julian Marley and this. So
It's
Marley,
the same thing.
Julian,
It's the same thing.
Bunty. Yeah, man, it was beautiful, man.
It's the same
Beautiful,
thing.
beautiful vibe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brighter Days, as you know, has been very successful, being played all over the world
Yeah, man.
on all major radio stations, and just go out online on all digital platform and you can get your copy because it's a worthy cause. People need to hear this.
Yeah, man.
We are bombarded with all kind of stuff that doesn't really help us. But an album of the caliber of Brighter Days will help us, will help Jamaica to be a better place. And in itself,
world,
the world
too, yo.
too,
The
will
world.
be a better place.
Yeah, man.
Now we're here 2024. Stand in love for the land we love.
Yeah.
Before you start talking about it, I just want to say this. It means a lot to me to see, at my age, 67 years old, to have a much younger brother with this great big mind, this great idea of bringing some order back to this beautiful island, because we're torn and there's a lot of distraction, things happening over there, and they're targeting the younger mind.
Yeah.
So to bring them back to that civic pride of stand in love for the land we love is something that is needed. So tell us about the project.
Man, that's my this might be my proudest project thus far, because for many reasons, but it's my first compilation project. I don't know, when a Jamaican them say I have a juggling rhythm, you know, one rhythm with multiple songs on the same rhythm. So this idea came to me maybe 2-3 years ago as well, just to have just a project that defines or shows, highlights what's going on around us. Here in Jamaica, all over the world, but especially here in Jamaica. And I wanted to create like an authentic, not even know if authentic are the right word, but an energy of positivity and love as far as the juggling is concerned, but people can still dance and vibe to it. So my dealing. So when that idea came to me, initially it was supposed to be, well, initially when I met the song, the beat itself, because we produced it as well. The first song I write on the project was a song called Rastaman Vibes. See what I say? And I was going to call the project Rastaman Vibes. Literally.
Yeah.
And then after writing because Rastaman Vibes I wrote for another artist. And then when I wrote my song, which wasn't planned, it's just as I'm feeling the rhythm.
Yeah.
I'm a start. The crime thing I get out and it's about time with my powder plan.
Yeah.
And when I get down to the hook part, I'm also get up and stand in love for the land we love. God put that in me.
Yeah.
To bring it out to the world.
That patriotic song.
Yeah,
you know?
man, that vibe, stand in love for the land we love.
We
Put
can
up
go
on our
back.
hands in love
We
for
can
the
go
land
back
we
to
love.
Peter Tosh and Bob Marley.
Right.
Get up, stand up for all you right. That is that same kind of order.
Yes, that energy.
Yeah, that kind of energy.
So when that came to me, it wasn't instant, but eventually I'm like, nah, this needs to be called Stand in Love for the Land We Love. And then, in addition to that, and of course, when I had a few artists in mind. I'd met Nature Ellis.
Yeah.
I think I met Nature Ellis through you.
Yeah.
One of the greatest voices in Jamaica, in my opinion, if not the great. You see me?
Nature.
So, and then while I was recording my song at Tough Gang Studio, which I had the pleasure of having you in the place as well.
Most definitely.
And then that was the first time I met Nesbeth, if you remember.
Yes.
The first time that I meet Nesbeth in person.
Yes.
You see me? And when everything's done now, Nesbeth I say, yeah, Mama like it, Send me the rhythm. You see me? So I sent it to him on in bad song, Blessed by the Water. Nesbeth, wherever you are, brother. Bless.
Our stand in love for the land we love. Let's take a look at a little piece of this video because I had the opportunity to be a part of this video. Because guess what? The entire video was shot in a trench town.
Yes.
You know them say nothing good can't come out of trench town.
I lied about it.
I lied about it. Take a listen.
For real.
The world is dying, people crying. When will this stop? Earth are run hot. Stand in love for the land we love. The crime thing I get out of hand, so it's about time with my powder plan. The place under attack, do you overstand? Many innocent lives being overrun. Love solid as a rock, no make out a stand. Them now stand for love, run them out, yeah man. Real unity we need all throughout the land. Let's get up and take a stand. No, I'm not an infiltrator, not an imposter. No dreads, but me have the heart of a rasta. And love to the truth and a well-known factor. Hate is a sickness and love are the doctor. Powers that be are the truth, them a fracture. Walking free, but your mind them a capture. Don't like the scene where you stand up and a watch for. Time for a new chapter.
Wow.
Just a sneak peek.
Just a sneak peek, you know what I mean? Powerful. I mean, a matter of fact, I must commend you for all the songs that I've heard thus far are not lewd and not fit for airplay and affect the mind of our children. I must recommend you for that because most of these young artists, they think that if they're not going Mali and getting high and doing all kind of derogatory stuff, they cannot be heard. So believing in the project is great.
Yeah, man.
But old school vibes, if I could tell you about that, you know, all my favorite new thing, you know, there's so much thing that we have to talk to Mr. Pike. So, you know, there has to be a part, few. Old school vibes, Bridget.
Yeah, man. Boy, old school vibe.
There's
Richard
a video,
Roach.
that's a video.
Yeah.
Okay, again. I mean, that video there, my eyes are a leng.
For real.
It's a leng, big up yourself.
Big up yourself, Leng. For real. Yeah.
Well, the new school have the new rules, but the old school are the true school. Don't be mad at me because of my point of view, cool? Yo, them off for take with reggae dance all for full. Give me that old school vibe, wanna feel it again. When music a play and we a dance all night. You say let time a juggle and now feel it again. The music so sweet so nobody now fight. When the old school gone, make we find it again. You feel reggae music, the world loves so much. Yo, the girls them a bubble and a wine it again. Good music, them can't get enough. Yo, how was that on the track? Yo, how was that them a chat? Take some pride in your craft and no seconds in the crap. Yo, the music too dark, too dirty, too stark. Big in your backyard, but out a road you flop. Bob Marley set the thing, bring the music across the map. Sean Paul, Shabba Shaggy, put the culture on the map. Get busy, trailer load, wasn't me, did a clock. Have the whole world a dance.
Old school vibes. I guess it's the same concept of going back into yesteryear.
Yeah.
And to get the minds of our youths.
That actually came to me because of the type of beat, the beats. When Richard Roach, Digital One Production, bless up in Richard Roach, when I'm sending me the rhythm.
But ladies and gentlemen, here we are talking to Mr. Pike on a wonderful project. Not just one, but a number of projects that he has taken his time out, flew all the way from the United States to come to Jamaica. As a matter of fact, he came down especially last night for the One Destiny concert.
Yeah, man.
With Queen Ifrika, Beanie Man, Cesar Kalanji,
Great fun.
Nesbeth, Jashi, Jem Myers, and quite a few others. And it with Fab Five Band. And let me tell you something. Nesbeth toured the house.
Mash it up.
Done.
Mash it up.
So Nesbeth, anyway, they big up himself. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. We have been having a wonderful chat with Mr. Pike.
Yeah.
And some of the greatest projects that I've had a chance to discuss with anyone since the beginning of this year. We're talking about Brighter Days. Also, we're talking about Standing Love for the Land We Love. And then we're talking about old school vibes. So the number of things that we spoke on. So, Mr. Pike, who you want to really give thanks to on this phenomenal journey?
Well, I'm definitely have to start with the man above, you know.
Yes.
You know, so thank you, God, for just giving me this gift of expression, as I call it. See me? And of course, we've all been blessed with a gift. It's just a matter of us realizing those gifts to utilize it in a positive vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that I was able to, you know, realize that gift and I use it for the good. You see me? So thank you, God, for just everything on this journey, the ups, the downs, all of the above. I want to thank you, Big Stone. See what I'm dealing?
Thank you.
You know, thank you for being an inspiration from the first time we link up until now.
Thank you.
You know, just being a like-minded individual as myself and this journey that I've embarked on. You know, you've been on that journey and I've seen your work and it's definitely, like I say, an inspiration for me to continue on to help and do what I can for the world, not just Jamaica, but the world, you see me? Pong, Charge Pong, bless up yourself, because, you know, for a man like George Pong with that musical mind, you know, conversations I have and he must say him produce this and Half Pint and Tennessee and Josie Wales.
Huge catalog.
So man, so for them man they look on me and say, yo, youth, that song you're eating up.
Yeah, job well done.
So my deal.
Yeah.
And also for him to appreciate what I'm doing as it pertains to trying to uplift different communities, especially my community in the Concrete Jungle. One of the charity event and him open up Arnett Garden Stadium for me and all them.
That's a major.
That's a huge deal.
Big up yourself, George.
Bless up yourself wherever you're at. You see me? Mom Dukes. You see me?
Mom Dukes said where you're the mommy.
For real.
Yeah.
So that project, as a matter of fact, Standing Love for the Land We Love. The song that I wrote called I Am Woman. You know, that's partly dedicated to my mom, just the strength of thought that she's been in my life, my kids' lives, my sister's lives, just man. And then she'd had it tough, but she's still standing as a woman and did her part and still doing her part. You see me? So mom, love you. You see me? My auntie them will play a part in my upbringing.
Yeah.
So I say, because as I say, it takes a village
To raise a child.
So my deal.
The spanking and the scolding here and there.
Yeah, and all my aunts, my uncles, you know, I've learned different things. A whole lot of to-dos, a whole lot, you know, a few not to-dos.
Not
But
to-dos.
again, And just so many people, man.
Isaiah Ling.
Yeah, man, can't forget Ling, man. I mean, that link up with the old school vibes. A lot of people would even realize that the first time we actually meet.
Okay.
You see what I'm dealing? First time we actually meet, and you know, he just showed that love and that respect, and we've had a certain mutual respect for each other since then. You see me? I'm a believer in the divine intervention.
Most definitely.
See what I say? So I feel him energy and him feel mine, and you see me? Definitely respect there. And there's a young lady that did come pick you up and carry you up at Peter Metro Place for the old school vibes.
Oh yeah,
Remy.
you have a big up. Yes, man,
Have a
Remy,
big up,
big up yourself, Remy. Anywhere you're there.
You see me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
She have
man.
been a
Remy
tall
Dynasty.
strength in the project. Yeah, Remy.
You know, we've communicated since I met her at Langton.
Okay.
So my dealing. She do her own thing, businesswoman, you know, entrepreneur, doing her thing, and she have a love and appreciation for my music. You see me, which I can appreciate. So bless up yourself for that support as well. And everybody with upon the Brighter Days project, bless up on yourself.
Far too much you mentioned, man. Shamba. Call some name, no?
Well, I definitely appreciate Shamba for hearing, listening, and loving Christ for Kingston, and say, yo, Mr. Pike, are you more write that song? So Shamba, bless up yourself. Tommy Lee, Bunty, Julian Marley, Egyptian,
Turbulence.
everybody, man. Turbulence. I feel bless up Richard Rocho because indirectly, you know, someone get to meet him through John GQ, and John, bless up yourself. So my dealer. But I mean, everybody who's ever listened to and supported a Mr. Pike track, a Mr. Pike conversation, a Mr. Pike music video, definitely appreciate it, man, because music is way more than my passion, it's my purpose.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that, and whenever I do a song, it's
meaningful.
Always a meaning behind it, man.
Yeah.
Always a meaning behind it. So much so. So I'll continue the journey, man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been chit-chatting, having a conversation, conversing, reasoning. The project that Mr. Pike has been working on, an exceptional one. And I'm very happy to be a part of it. When I met this young man, I saw a reflection of me. His work attitude, his discipline, his dedication, his determination, and that burning desire to achieve. And he had all the attributes of stardom and reaching to his goal. As you know, Jamaica has been bleeding, and he hopes within the next 5 years, as we have discussed, that some of these projects that he's working on will bear fruit, and our young misguided youths can take a page out of any one of the songs, you know, it's Cries of Kingston, you know, and help to make Jamaica a beautiful country as it is. So thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. And Mr. Pike, we wish you all the best, man.
Yeah, man, and thanks for having me. And yo, before we sign off, all of my connects them in Zimbabwe, yo. Chucky, Jaworks, ZBC, Terrence my person, the whole Zimbabwe family that supports me anytime I come to the place. Travelers Band, bless upon yourself. And last but not least, my wife and kids, yo. So my deal, half a tank, you know. Because I know say this journey I'm gonna reach nowhere yet. You see me? But I'm always on the road, I'm always in different countries. You know, it takes time away from my children, which I hate doing. So I'm gonna bring them up on the road more time. So my dealing. And wifey, I know it's not easy for you either, but there, thanks, love and respect. See? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, and I must close out by saying this is part one, but part few will be coming up, because there's a lot more to talk about on this phenomenal journey and this phenomenal young man. Alright, remember, Brighter Days, standing love for the land we love, and old school vibes. It's all part of Mr. Pike music.
Walk with me on this journey, yo.
Walk with me on the journey. About the clothing brand when we come back in a part few. Boy, I have some fashion there, see? Don't touch it there, you know. Always watch.
Mr. Pike the truth. Mr. Pike the truth. Bless.
Rasta love. Thank you.